Simone Biles' husband is a player for the NFL, but he's like not a big. He's a free agent, so he's not a big deal right now. No shade. He's doing quite well for himself. I'm sure. I'm sure. But he's not Simone Biles, who is inarguably the most impressive athlete
of all time. Ever on Earth.
Especially still working in athletics.
Ever.
So this guy's like, you're a professional athlete, and you're like, I actually didn't know who Simone Biles was.
Well, you're gonna love water then.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
You're gonna love food.
Wait till we tell you about grass. You're gonna think this is crazy. So I did find that it's
very suspicious, girl.
I'm the pride, but look, it's okay to say. I get that question a lot, and it makes me feel insecure because my wife is so famous and so accomplished, and I just want to be clear that we both feel like we are prizes to each other. That's not what he said. I'm the prize. I don't even know this bitch.
Yeah.
She begged me.
Simone? Simone?
Yeah, literally. It's Bowles?
Bowles. That bow-legged
Sally Bowles, Simone Biles.
Is she the one, right?
Is she the one from Chicago? From Cabaret? Yeah, Sally Bowles. So imagine my shock when I showed up and it wasn't Liza Minnelli. Circa 1960.
Her anyways.
What year did Cabaret come out? 60's too far back. 60's way too far back. I'm going to say 73.
79, I think.
You say 79? I'm going to say.
I think you're right.
What is it?
72.
Dang, I was so close.
I love Cabaret. Do you love Cabaret?
Very good movie.
Wait a minute, though. The movie's fabulous.
Yes.
The production
of the
productions of it live. There's been many productions of it. I
haven't seen. Did you see the Alan Cumming one?
No, I did not. But I did see one in London with Trixie, and while
Trixie was in it.
No, God, no. Jesus Christ, I never would have gone. No.
She's like strumming. I
mean, that would have been cute. The like bluegrass version. But it was a lot of songs that I have not heard because Cabaret, the movie, is cute and short.
Oh, the play is quite upsetting.
2 hours before the intermission. 2 hours before the intermission.
Yeah, it's quite upsetting.
I was like,
and it's really sad.
It's devastating. It's grim.
And when you see Sally Bowles singing Life is a Cabaret, it's actually not this big like celebration. It's like kind of this artist accepting that she's truly mediocre.
Mm-hmm. And it's also, there's a very grim, dark undertone to all of it.
Yeah, because it's all happening in Germany during the World War.
And Simone Biles was...
And Simone Biles, famously...
Well, I mean, Allied forces led by Simone Biles.
And her husband was a no one. And no one knew who he was.
But Cabaret's fat. What about Chicago?
Chicago this is Candor and Ab. Yeah. I'm obsessed with Chicago. I think the show is great, the stage show. I think that the Chicago, the movie, is one of the best movie musicals of all time.
I saw it 3 times in the theater.
I'm going to give it top 3.
Oh, interesting. What's the other 2?
Dreamgirls.
Okay.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
And I did not say Wizard of Oz.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I mean, movie musicals, is that the top
I'm talking about movie musicals.
I would say Cabaret, Chicago, and
Xanadu.
I haven't seen it.
From Justin to Kelly.
Crossroads. Does that count?
Do you remember From Justin to Kelly?
I know about it. I've never seen it. Is Simone in that one?
Say again, who?
Simone in that one?
Simone's in that one, yeah.
She directed.
And he doesn't know who she is. The most famous director in Hollywood, on top of being the greatest athlete of all time.
Is the Book of Mormon a movie yet? No, not yet.
No. Did you know that Mean Girls, the musical, came out?
No.
Sorry.
No.
I literally had no clue. I was at the movie and I was like, Mean Girls? What? As a movie?
Oh, Hairspray. Hairspray.
Yeah, Hairspray is good. Hairspray
is, that would be my top 3.
Hairspray was good.
It's very white top 3. But I'm white.
You are.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't want to say anything. But
I don't identify as white.
I'm screaming. And thank you all so much. I think my car...
Grab your Android and get out of here, girl.
My Samsung car is here to pick me up.
I
was sitting at home with my family. And we were watching Christmas movies over the holidays. And we were like, what should we watch? And we came across Jingle Jangle. I'm a big fan of Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker is a brilliant actor, won the Oscar for The Last King of Scotland.
Yep.
Felicia Rashad. So I don't know anything about it. I was like, oh my God, Forrest Whitaker. I love Forrest Whitaker. The movie comes on. I say, oh my God, it's Felicia Rashad. And then within the next like 5 seconds, we realize it's a musical. Everyone in my family was like, ugh. And I'm like, and I had to pause the movie and go, okay, you guys don't want to watch it? They go, no, we don't want to watch it. We're not really into musicals. And I asked myself, I'm obviously not going to get this answer from you, but why do black people, by and large, not like musicals?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Because life ain't that funny.
I mean, that probably is the answer. But my nephew was like, it's cheesy. It's cringe.
It's corny. Boots,
it is corny.
Mama. But you know why? You know what's not corny about Cabaret in Chicago? They're numbers. Mm-hmm. They're doing numbers. They're as a viewer. And
Dreamgirls too.
Exactly.
And Dreamgirls,
it's an imagination. They're doing numbers.
Yeah, they're singing. They're singers
on stage.
So I think maybe the reason why black folks like Dreamgirls is because, well, they're singers. Why wouldn't they be singing?
Exactly.
But when it comes to,
here I go, I'm going to the kitchen to mix
literally.
Like,
when it comes to Jingle Jangle, it's like you're a f***ing toy maker.
Yeah.
Stop. Maybe if you stop singing, your toys will get made.
Boom. Yeah. Shut the up.
Yeah. But I love musicals. There are black people who love musicals.
No, I don't.
But by and large, I feel like black people.
What about The Color Purple?
I feel like a lot of black people did not know it was a musical, which is crazy to me because it's advertised as a musical, and Fantasia's singing all throughout.
Also, Jingle Jangle gives you a little hint.
Yeah, it says jingle right there.
Jingle
in the title.
Jangle.
It's true. Or the Quentin Tarantino version, Jingle Jango.
If there's one thing that man loves to do is show feet and say the N-word. Did you notice that? You get N-words and feet.
Who's the guy from Nickelodeon who was obsessed with feet? There was a guy who worked at Nickelodeon who was like obsessed with feet.
Oh, like the
Dan Schneider.
And that was the dude who like
you said Dan, right?
Like Selena Gomez and all those people were like.
And who's the one from iCarly? Miranda Cosgrove, who's
what is iCarly? Is that like an iPhone?
I never watched iCarly, but I think
like
iCarly.
An iPhone?
She was like a YouTuber, right? Yeah. She was a YouTuber, and she called herself iCarly because she was like, oh, because I'm Internet Carly. I'm assuming the I stood for internet.
Is an iPhone an internet phone?
iPhone is like an internet phone. And I think an iPod's like an internet pod.
Damn. You learn something new every day.
But they didn't get on the internet back then.
They sure didn't. Well,
I think when you... I feel like I've Googled what the I stands for, and they're like, it doesn't stand for anything. Just like, Wi-Fi is not... It's not an acronym. Wi-Fi doesn't mean anything. It's not like high fidelity or wireless fidelity. I think I looked it up, and I was like, what does Wi-Fi stand for? They're like...
Well, in French they say Wi-Fi. That's weird.
Is it weird to you that, like, sometimes French people get so aggressive with Americans when we don't say like croissant, but they say hamburger?
Mama, don't even start me on the French.
They do smoke a lot.
I speak very, very good French, and I have a very good accent. Not perfect, because any French person will tell me it's not perfect.
Well, we talked about you on the podcast when we talked about your French.
Well, I have a good French. I speak French well, and I have a very good French accent. But girl, ask a French person, I'm like, no, she doesn't.
Well, they're like, this bitch.
Yeah.
Whereas Americans will be like, even if you're speaking in the most broken, we're like, yeah, so-and-so speaks English. Mm-hmm. We've been pretending like Arnold Schwarzenegger speaks English for 40 years.
Or Selma Hayek. Yeah. Biggest accent in the world. 30 years in America. Has not dropped the accent so fierce, by the way.
We're like, Charo speaks English.
She doesn't speak one word English.
Everyone's like, Charo from Spain speaks perfect English. We're not giving Charo a hard time.
Well, German is whack. It's
whack. A tough one.
It's so hard. It's harder. It's just as hard or harder than Russian, and it's very hard to pronounce. Very hard to pronounce. And German people are so exact, precise, and unfun in terms of like their, the whole stereotype about German people being just like.
Well, it's not wrong because I was in. Well, okay, Berlin is different because Berlin's kind of like New York City. No one's from Berlin.
No, you're right.
Everyone's from everywhere else. Mm-hmm. When I was in Cologne,
Köln.
But we did the show there, and I was like, guys, is Madonna not literally performing directly in front of you?
Because they're like this.
Like, is the Queen of Pop not up here literally dancing her ass off?
Naked.
Like, is she not dressed like in a nun's habit? Is she not wearing the sparkliest Jean-Paul Gaultier corseted dress you've ever seen in your life at the age of 65? Did you guys not wait 7 months to see this show?
Oh, yeah. That's generous. Yeah.
I was like, this is wild. Yeah. And I even learned a little bit of German. because each time I said Köln, seid ihr bereit für eine geile Show?
Ooh.
Which means like, are you all ready for an amazing show? Seid, and then I learned a little bit. I was trying to learn a little bit of different language in different places because I just wanted to like, who went up.
Where?
Italians.
Oh,
baby,
absolutely.
If you show them the smallest, they'll be like, hey!
Panties dropped.
I mean, literally, all I said Milano, Licona, Linovetrice, La Regina, tutti super Madonna. And they were like, when did Bob literally become?
Was she born here?
This is crazy.
It's so fierce. That or Brazil, mama. If you say obrigado, pregnant.
Literally.
Pregnancies.
They're like, and you're now the president. Now that you've learned Portuguese, you are now the president of Brazil.
It's so fierce. It's so fierce. I was looking at, although, you know what, it's funny, the opposite is really happens with Lana Del Rey. So her fans at concerts are wild, like many fans are. But there's a clip of her on Instagram where she's singing, I got my red dress on tonight. So
no,
like,
you don't.
It's girl, I would not be able to continue.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. And he loves her. That person loves her. I'm guaranteed.
Have you seen the Britney one? It's Britney in Vegas.
Oh,
this big pause, and as she's building up, this guy goes, "Who are you?" And then she goes, "It's Britney." They know it's coming. So someone in the audience is dead inside. This guy goes, "Who are you?" And she's like giggling as she's saying it. She's like, "Oh my God,
it's me."
Britney.
What if she forgot?
She was like,
it's Madonna?
Christina, Simone Biles.
It was just like, wait.
She just starts doing
triple back somersaults.
She can do backflips, or she could back in the day.
Back in what day and who?
She did them like at the VMAs and stuff.
Back in what day and who?
Like in the early 2000s.
Back in what day and who?
Britney Spears.
Are we talking flip flops or backflips?
A back handspring.
Yeah, okay.
A back handspring. Can you do any
Supported.
flips?
I sure can.
Like a back handspring?
Yeah, if we're talking on the trampoline, I can do backflips and back handsprings.
Okay. How about on the ground?
I would hurt my wrist, but I could do it if I had to.
How are your wrists?
My wrists are fabulous.
You look fit.
I'm actually the fittest I've ever been. The fittest. I'm not the most muscular, but the fittest I've ever been in my life right now.
How does that feel?
Oh, it feels fabulous. I got a hip replaced. Titanium rod.
A hip replacement?
Titanium rod.
How did I miss this entire chunk of the Katya lore? Was this were you talking about it on the pod and stuff?
I don't think I talked about that much, but yeah. Ow.
Do you have a scar?
I do. Hold on. Yeah, I'll show you. It's okay.
Is this from all the moving and
no, smoking meth? Just kidding. Oh my God.
Go straight to your hip. Straight.
Just the right one.
No one tells you.
Right one.
No one tells you. It goes straight to your hip.
You gotta go to
everyone's
A
like the teeth, the skin. No one's talking about the hips.
Those old people breaking hips, girl.
They're
check
on
the
meth.
Pookie.
You think grandma's just old? She's on meth. Everyone you've ever seen limping, meth.
Simone Biles,
meth.